really sucks because I just want to fuck.
Do it.
Can't because I'm not attracted to anyone.
Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of
Keeping It Juicy podcast with Kaitlynn
and Jamie.
Woo! It happened so organically. I love it.
It did.
Yeah.
This whole thing came together
Swimmingly. How did it come together? I was actually just thinking about it today, and I was like, somebody said something about a podcast, and we were like, okay, let's do it.
I think we were both like, we want to start a podcast. And
Yeah.
you're like, you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, I want to do one.
Yeah.
We were like brainstorming names. The first one was going to be Just Kidding.
And I'm glad we got Keeping It Juicy because I feel like it's going to be great.
It's more playful.
Also, what I was thinking is, what are we going to call our gang of people? The Juicers? I was like, let's think of branding for a second. What are we going to call our people?
The Juicers.
We're going to have to think
That sounds like
it.
everybody's just squirting all over the place.
Either that or I was just thinking something along the lines of like juices, literally.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The Juicers.
Yeah, like a juice cleanse.
We'll come up with it.
We'll come up with
once
a name.
we gain some people that like us.
Yeah.
So yes, please like us.
No, it'll be great. I honestly don't think that anyone has an option but to like us because individually and together, like, we're iconic.
Facts.
So, I mean, I feel like everybody that meets us kind of fucks with us.
Yeah.
Do you think that's far-fetched? Who out there doesn't like me and Jamie? Please send us an IG message and let us know you don't like us.
So for the people that don't actually know us,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like me and Kaitlynn are the two types of girls where we're like authentically ourselves.
Yeah.
And we're not going to pretend to be somebody else. Like, you're just going to get the crazy goofiness right off.
We are. Because we're, like, okay with being weird. We're okay with people not liking us.
Yes.
We're okay with, like, dressing like Adam Sandler going to the grocery store.
That is my vibe.
And then we're also okay with, like, being, like, glam and cute and sexy. Like, you know.
Yeah. All of it.
Yeah. So we're just cool people in general.
All right. Give them a vibe of what you think or want this podcast to kind of like the tone of it.
Okay.
What's the tone of the pod?
So the tone of the podcast is going to be, well, I'll start off first by saying, like, I'm a very vulgar person and I'm very out there. I'm very myself. I say what I want and I do what I want. And the reason for that being is because I feel like I've grown into being so individually myself. And I know you have as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like this podcast is going to give us a platform and an opportunity to show people just who we are and be vulnerable and authentic about every single area of our lives.
100%.
So past relationships, like what we used to do in fucking college.
Yes.
I have some stories for you.
She's got some
I have some
crazy
stories. We'll have to save a few episodes for that specifically.
Can't be right off the bat.
Can't be right off the bat. Relationships, like, you know, we go to festivals all the time. We travel a ton. You know, Jamie goes to therapy. I've dabbled in therapy. We both done psychedelics. Like, she's done ayahuasca. Like, I've done a lot of fucking acid, which explains the amount of brain cells that I have, to be completely honest.
My God.
Like, at least I'm honest.
So.
Like, I'm one of those people personally who, like, I will shit my pants and I will look at my friend and be like, I just shit my fucking pants. Like, oops. Like, you know, and it's okay.
Yeah.
So, like, we're going to lay it all out on the line.
Yeah, we're going to give you guys a taste of who we are because I feel like on social media, we do portray ourselves. Like, I share a lot of my life on Instagram.
Yeah,
like,
you're really good at it.
Yeah, about like hobbies. You know, I snowboard. If you scroll, you see I paint, all that shit. I'm like cutting my own grass, whatever. But there is definitely a stigma around influencers and OnlyFans creators, and we're kind of trying to break that cycle or that stereotype because we are two really strong independent women that have just, taken advantage of what we saw and made the most out of it.
We're really good people and we're really real, and I feel like that is going to translate.
Yeah.
People are going to see that. People are going to hear that.
100%.
We're just...
So why we're laughing is because we're gonna have a game.
Wait, should we take a drink?
We're gonna have
first, to. Why?
So we've noticed, we've been in LA for about like 3 days. I think this is the third or fourth day, whatever.
Yeah.
We've noticed that, well, Kaitlynn brought it up that she says 100% a lot.
I'm hyper aware of saying 100%.
Yeah, and then I think because you said that, I keep saying it now. Mm-hmm. And now we made this game. So whenever either of us say 100%, you guys have to take a shot. Obviously, if you're like at work or driving or something, drink some water. But
or just listen later, press pause, listen later, have a drinking game. I love how I'm like looking at my mic and not in the camera.
Do it.
But yeah, we've just been saying that a lot.
I know.
Yeah. Fuck. It's our thing now. Drinking game. Every time we say 100%, drink.
It's kind of scary, but
shots. So let's take a drink.
We're gonna take a sippy.
We're gonna take a sippy. Cheers.
Oh,
we can't say cheers and not cheers, bitch.
Oh, I thought you already sipped it. Oh, it's good. That's good.
It actually is good.
Grapefruit and lemonade make it
so be
good.
Careful.
And I want to start because we're drinking. I want to say I never really drink. I'm not a drinker. I'm like the healthiest individual I probably know.
Toot toot, bitch.
So but we're drinking now. You gotta have balance.
Yeah, exactly. Balance is key, and also we're celebrating something like really special to us.
Yeah.
Because I will say that this is going to be the most iconic podcast since Alex and Sophia started Call Her Daddy together.
Oh, shit.
We're like the next that.
Yeah.
Did I just jinx us?
No, you're manifesting it. The power of manifestation.
Yeah.
Manifesting.
No, it's going to be great. You have to speak it into existence. If we walked in here and we were like, this is going to be a fail, we're going to suck, nobody's going to like us, then that would probably be what happens.
No, you have to have a mindset going into stuff and think your positive thoughts, man, are so insanely powerful.
Yeah.
Like, I just did this golf show. I can't talk much about it because it's not out yet. But I was just speaking so positively to myself the entire time. Like, if I'm going to hit the ball and you're like, oh, fuck, you suck at golf. You're going to fucking suck at golf. But if you're like, you got this, you've practiced, you can hit this ball. It's like confidence is key.
The more you say it too, like out loud, it's like you believe it. The universe believes it. Like there is energy all around us.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
If we're speaking to the energy and we're like, this is going to be the best podcast ever in the world, it's going to be.
I mean, I believe you. I'm here for it. So I'm sitting here on this couch. If I was like, she's crazy. Just talking about it, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, for sure. So, you guys, we wanted to talk about how we met.
Yeah.
Like, how did Jamie Rinaldi and Kaitlynn Anderson come to be about and create a podcast? Where did it all begin? Where did it start?
It all began with, I think, my best friend Dexter, I want to say.
Yeah.
And he's both of our friends. He's like been my photographer for about 8 years now. And he was kind of just like, you guys would love each other. You're silly, goofy. Like, you guys would just vibe so well together. And we met at our friend's podcast party for the first time. We followed each other on Instagram.
Dexter used to hype you up so much to me. He would be like, you and Jamie would fuck with each other like so much. Like, you have to meet. And I swear he was doing that for like 2 years before we actually met.
Yeah.
Like, we were Insta friends, but we didn't meet for a while.
Yeah.
Until that podcast party.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what you were wearing for a second.
At the podcast party?
Yeah, remember you were wearing 2 different shoes?
I don't know who I thought I was. I don't know who I was going through a lot. It was a rough day, and I was like, fuck it, I don't want to really go to this party because I was in a bad mood. Some shit was going on in my life at that time. I wore like a black t-shirt, black cargo pants, and for some strange reason, I decided to wear one white red bottom sneaker and one black red bottom sneaker.
Yeah.
Like,
it must have been like a thing or a trend at the
I saw
time.
one person doing it and I was like, dude, that just shows you're balling because you have two different shoes, but they're the same, but different color. And I was like,
yeah, and they're both
I'm gonna
red
do it.
bottoms. It's like you couldn't wear one red bottom and then wear a Van. Could you imagine?
No. Like, both of them are too expensive. I'm only gonna get one shoe. Thank you.
But you sent me that picture and that was just like really funny.
It kind of looked cool.
Yeah, it did.
Kind of looked cool.
Like you look like a G for sure.
Yeah. Well, the first time I met Kaitlynn.
Oh God.
First, we took shrooms.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're a little shroomy. I love taking mushrooms. It's out there already. I
get a little bit more in my head on mushrooms.
Moments after I met her, this girl did a shoey. I didn't know what a shoey was.
I still don't remember this.
I don't remember what. I think you were wearing some like nice boot.
I was wearing a blue boot.
Yeah.
From Steve Madden.
Okay, it was blue. And then poured an entire beer or White Claw into this boot and drank it.
It's my signature.
Do you want to show them what a shoey is?
Let's fucking show them. Of course, we have to do a shoey on our first podcast episode. Should I do it out of my boot?
Yeah, I mean, it's a shoe. I'm not letting you do it out of my fucking...
All right, I will literally take my...
Topo Chico.
$1,300 Prada boots off, and I will do a shoey out of them.
You don't have to pour the whole Topo Chico in there either.
Should I just pour my alcoholic beverage in there?
If you want to.
And then just keep my shoe off?
Sure. Will it melt in your shoe? Will it like soak it in?
What, the ice?
No, like the whole drink. Your shoe absorb.
Oh, like right away? No, it's like leather in there.
Oh, all right. I mean,
and also too, like my feet sweat so fucking much. So this boot has soft. Actually, that doesn't make it any better.
Like literally.
I'm like, do they stink? They don't stink. They still smell like luxury designer boots.
Do you want the water? Do you want the drink?
What do you think I should do? I feel like I should just keep it going with
the drink. All right. I'll put this down
with the alcohol.
Oh my God.
Ooh, just let's not get an ice cube in there.
And this, everybody, is a shoey. This is how I knew. When I saw her drinking out of the shoe, I was like, this bitch is crazy. I fucking love it. I love it.
So,
and we were degenerates that entire night.
Yeah. I will preface and say that I'm a very socially anxious person. So this is like my in. Like, this is like my thing.
It's your party trick.
It's my party trick.
It's like, you want me to do a shoey?
Literally, it's like, I have so much anxiety right now. Let's do a shoey. Okay,
I've never done a shoey.
So I'm gonna do a shoey. You have to do a shoey after.
Okay, not out of these, but I'll do one
out of the boot? Fuck yeah. That's why you're my favorite person. Okay, let's go. Prada, sponsor us. Like, I literally want a sponsorship.
Needs new shoes.
Okay.
Chug. Oh!
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. This was a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, leave that out to dry.
Pour some of yours.
Wait, I'm doing one now?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. My first ever shoey. And it's recorded. This is great. I'm for sure making this surreal.
Okay, that's
oh my God. How do you even do? Okay. I like it's like a little lid.
Sip, bitch. We got 3 gulps, 4 gulps. Was it a lot in there?
That was a pretty decent amount in there.
Okay, just throw it down there.
Tastes
I'm not
a little
gonna put
like
it back on.
leather and tequila.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Shoeys.
Shoeys.
Shoeys are a thing in Australia, I'm pretty sure. But I feel like people in America like don't fucking know what shoeys are. Don't fuck with shoeys. But I do shoeys everywhere.
You're the one that showed me it.
I'll be in the bar or in the club and I'll be like, you want to do a fucking shoey?
Do people look at you crazy when you do that?
Some people do. I've had some
can see
people
that,
say,
yeah.
no, I don't want to do a shoey.
Yeah.
You know, like, who is this fucking crackhead at the festival that wants me to do a shoey? And I'm like, fucking loser.
Yeah. You don't want to soak your shoe in alcohol.
In their defense, like, I'll go to festivals and I will do shoeys out of a crock. So you know this.
Yeah. I've seen.
Shoeys out of a crock. I will have the crock with the White Claw, the alcohol, whatever it is, and I'll be doing a shoey like this, right? So it will be going in my mouth, and then there's holes on the top of the crock, and it will come out the top of the crock, and it's like I'm just being waterboarded with like fucking alcohol.
Oh my gosh. One thing that's coming to mind, we met there, but one thing that comes to mind, I don't know why when you talk about this, is EDC last year. We went to EDC last year.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
We were, like, I'm thinking of the last day right now. We were absolute degenerates.
I don't even remember
the sun has risen. It's 6 a.m. and we're still just like going. I have a fucking like bandana over my head with a hat on. Looked cute.
You look so cute.
Someone had a fucking Four Loko. And I don't know who it was, but poured it, literally like was pouring it in my mouth. And I was like, okay. So I'm taking it and then just all over my body. And I was like,
I think that was me.
Yeah, it might have been. I think it was. And I was just like, it was just all over me. And I was like, epic. Thank you.
Yeah.
Soaked.
In my defense and like just in our defense in general, like, okay, let's set the scene. So it's 6 a.m. We're at Bass Pod. Gentlemen's Club is playing. It's like dubstep.
Yeah.
We are A, hammered.
Yeah.
B, whatever drugs there were. Like maybe Molly, maybe acid, maybe like, I don't know. At that point, like when I go to EDC, if you put it in my mouth, I'm accepting it.
I was feeding you
little
gummies with drops of acid on them. Yeah.
Yes. Love that shit. So
tasty.
We were doing that. We were in a fun little group. You know, we kind of had some space. So we were just bopping around. We were dancing. We were acting weird. We were those people that people look at and they say, what's up with these people?
No, I think it's more of like they're having so much fun. I want to be like them or with them. I think that's what it is. Maybe.
Yeah, that's probably like half of the people. And then the other half of the people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, also at 6 a.m. at EDC, everyone's a zombie anyway. So I don't think anyone really was looking.
Yeah.
Or paying
Not
attention.
that I care.
Yeah.
But we did leave that set. And we're trucking around the fucking racetrack because there's a racetrack that goes around EDC, right? And we have to walk a mile and a fucking half and then upstairs. Oh my God, Lord, talk about it. Mm-hmm. They need to put an elevator in that bitch. That's all I'm saying.
Or like an escalator would be nice.
Yes, for sure. I was about to say 100%.
You got yourself.
And I caught myself because I'm so self-aware about it now.
Oh my God.
But we start walking back. For whatever reason, I don't remember this happening, but do you remember when I grabbed like a
bag of ice?
Oh, was it a bag of ice?
It was a massive bag of ice.
I just start grabbing bags of fucking ice because the sun is rising and it's hot.
You were like, I'm going to take this with me, bag of ice. I was like,
sweating my fucking dick off, literally. Like, why, though?
I don't know. You dropped it eventually. You made it, I think, like 40 feet and then dropped it. But I was like, I don't understand what she's doing.
Well, because I was putting it on me because it was so hot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I should have got a golf cart.
That's EDC sponsor us.
Give me a fucking golf cart next time. No, actually, with the bands we do get golf carts randomly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You just got to go to the golf cart.
But your friends didn't have one, so you ended up walking a lot. R.I.P. your feet.
My feet were disgusting. Yeah. Don't wear.
Yeah, what did you wear, Jamie?
I normally wear these really cute like heel boots. They were Louis boots, okay? They were Louis high heel boots. Not high heels though. They were like 3 inches. I wear them all the time when I go out. And I was like, they're broken in. I can walk in these. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I felt uncomfortable the first night. It was the first night.
Mm-hmm.
I felt uncomfortable walking around. My feet are kind of burning. And I was like, it's fine. Like, no biggie. I was fucked up, right?
Yeah.
I get off the shuttle, which is like an hour shuttle where you're not on your feet, you're sitting there. I got off. I couldn't walk. I took my shoes off.
Was this before or after EDC? I forget.
After EDC. The first day. And we're like back at the hotel. It's like fucking 5 a.m. I take my shoes off. I can barely walk. I'm like walking on my heels. So I'm like this, like da.
Yeah.
I look at my feet the next morning. I had blisters this fucking big.
Jamie had blisters the size of a fucking pepperoni.
Like a fucking golf ball size blisters. And I'm like, I can't go. I literally can't go. I'm sitting in the bathtub.
Wait, didn't you have them too, like on the bottom of your foot?
It was like right here.
Oh my God.
Massive.
On the ball of your foot.
And then like somewhere on my toes. And I was like, what do I do? So Dexter went to the store and got me blister Band-Aids, which did fucking nothing. And I was like, I need to do something. So I got a pin and I was poking them and squirting the juice out of my fucking foot.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. Then I took a break. I went and got 3 tattoos in Resorts World. And I was in so much pain, but I made it out. I put 2 socks on. I powdered my feet.
Yeah.
2 socks. I wore Crocs.
The powder didn't hurt the open wound?
I put the Band-Aids.
Like in the, okay.
Yeah, blister Band-Aids, then powder so they weren't like.
Powdered your feet. What shoes did you wear
Crocs.
after you? Yes.
Crocs.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then
Crocs are the best.
Shout out my friend Yax. He literally was like giving me piggyback rides around the entire festival.
He's so funny. He's the best.
He is the best and the sweetest.
Is he gonna be there this year?
I would say so, probably.
So we're gonna have a round 2.
Yeah, but I don't want blisters, so.
Well, no fucking Louis boots.
No Louis boots. I'll probably be wearing fucking sneakers the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck
same.
that shit.
Same. But yeah, that was fun. EDC this year was probably the most fun that I ever had at a EDC.
Yeah. I think when you go to a festival, it's all about the people you go with and the group you go with.
Yeah.
So if you have, even if it's like 3 fucking people, like you stick with your people and you just have the time of your lives, that's all that matters. It's like the people you surround yourself with.
Yep, it's true. Because nobody wants to go anywhere with like judgmental assholes.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you come into like finding your people and finding your group, like ask yourself what you want to surround yourself with.
Yeah.
You want to surround yourself with accepting, hilarious, funny little characters, or like do you want to be hanging around like stuck up bitches who will judge everything you do and talk shit about you?
Facts. I mean,
I picked the first one.
Obviously. It's just, if you notice when you're hanging out with certain people and you feel like you're getting exhausted and your energy's being drained, you need to take that as a sign like, okay, this is not my people. These aren't my people. You shouldn't be feeling exhausted. Like when I hang out with you, when I hang out with other people, I'm like, I could be myself, my full, complete self. I don't have to tone it down. I don't have to be careful of what I say. Like these people aren't going to judge me. They're going to accept me. And you just feel better. And it's just a way nicer way to live instead of being like, oh, I can't be truly myself.
Like when you have to question yourself all the time.
Yeah, not healthy.
Like is what I'm going to say like offend this person or like is the weird thing that I do going to like make somebody talk shit about me or make me feel like I can't be myself. Like I don't want to be around that. Yeah, no. Like I want to be, honestly, I kind of like hanging out with people that are like even more weird than me because I'm pretty fucking weird. Yeah, you are. I like hanging out with people who are like exceed that a little bit too because then I'm like, all right. Yeah, I feel game like on, I can be myself.
I feel like you probably start getting weird first and I just like feed into it and I'm like, oh, this bitch is being weird now. Let's fucking go. We're gonna have fun tonight. Like we can just mess around. Like we'll do dumb shit when we're together.
Dumb shit.
And I love that.
Let's fast forward to or whatever the fuck it's called. Back forward to Jamie's birthday. When let's talk about your birthday for a second because it's so funny. So Jamie had her last birthday in Austin. Yes. I got there a little later. Everybody was already drinking like a little bit. So show up, vibes.
You were late.
I was late. Yeah, my flight drinking. My flight got whatever it's
delayed.
Delayed.
Yeah, we were drinking for probably like 2 hours already.
You guys were having fun at the club. Shots were being taken. So you want to know what I fucking do, guys? Me, in my anxious energy, I throw up. No, I didn't throw up yet.
Not yet.
I did the next day. I show up to the club, you know, give Jamie a hug. We walk into the club. We go to like our little area behind the DJ booth. And the server puts down like this little tray of shots. We like all took a few shots together. And then the server had her like extras, you know, like they put like all those little shots in the shot tray. So I'm like, what do we got going on over here? There's like a million shots. I just start ripping shots, taking shots. Before you know it, 15 minutes, like I'm fucking lit. Like I had probably like 10 shots.
I think you were more lit than I was. I was pretty fucked up, but at the end of the night, I remember you stole a bottle from somewhere.
I'm not there.
Okay. Let her tell you.
Lit. Okay. And then I remember like me and Jamie were just like fucking lit. She looks at me and she's like, I just bought another bottle of tequila. I don't know why I did it. And
they gave me a good discount.
I'm like, I'm feeling trash. Jamie can't see straight. I can tell by the way her eyes look right now. We'll look at the videos tomorrow.
It was a big bottle too.
Yeah, it was literally like was it 1942?
Yeah, it was the biggest 1942 bottle they had.
Yeah, it was huge.
They were like, we'll give it to you for half off because it's your birthday. I was like, fucking run it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
So what happens? Like we're fucking lit. We're literally like blacked out. I don't know. I don't remember a lot after that. Like shout out to our friends who were taking videos of us.
I didn't touch my phone one time that night. It was awesome.
Like everybody else was taking videos and I'm like, thank you though, because then like at least like I can see like what happened and like get a range on the night. I was so disappointed.
I had so much fun.
No, I had literally so much fun. But I looked at the videos and like, you know, when you see a video of yourself and you like, sorry, I'm spitting everywhere. I can't. When you're just like cringing, like I hope these people don't know who I am.
What video was it?
Remember? So I'll show you later. But there's this video of me on top. I'm standing on top of like the seat, like on top of the booth.
Yeah.
I have a Don Julio bottle with a pour spout like out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm thrusting everywhere. Like it's my fucking dick jizzing all over the place. Oh my God,
wait.
There's tequila coming out of it. And somebody's like, you need to stop. Like
okay, this is making me remember some things. I remember.
Do you remember it?
I don't remember that, but I remember that we had so much tequila and there's no way we're gonna finish it all. So I was like pouring people shots.
Yeah.
And I remember like I poured fucking Sonia a shot and then I poured it all over her ass cheeks.
Yeah.
Why? Don't know. And then I gave Dexter one and I like drowned him into
you poured it on his face.
No,
I remember.
it was like fucking everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like, sorry.
Hilarious. And he was like,
yeah. I went and I gave the DJ some shots. I was like, here you go, bitch.
Yes. But back to what Jamie was saying. So I stole a bottle of tequila
from somewhere.
We're going to have her on the podcast one of these days because I need Nicole to tell everyone that she was an accomplice in this, if not the person who was telling me to take it. But hang on a minute. Okay. I'll explain.
Okay. So I don't even know where it came from.
So I don't know where it came from either. I have no idea where I think it came from like the people next to us.
Okay.
But I don't remember taking a bottle from them. But what I do remember is that I had a full bottle of Don Julio in my hands.
Yeah, the one I paid for.
Oh, you paid for Don... No, it was
it was the other one. We had 2 bottles.
Yeah, it was like a short, like cute little sweet one. So I had this bottle of tequila, the one that I was spraying everywhere like a fucking cock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so I was like, there's still so much fucking tequila in here. Like, can't we take it with us? Because in Vegas, like, if you're spending money, you can take, if you have full bottles, you could take it with you. Like, I've always done that.
Yeah.
And so me and Nicole, like, because we were so funny together, like, when we first met, like, we were just shooting the fucking shit.
Yeah.
So don't know what the conversation was because we were both fucked up, right? But somewhere along the lines, it was like, yeah, stick it on your shirt. Like, we were both being like, oh, okay, like, I'm going to stick it on my shirt. Yeah, stick it on your shirt. So we're walking down. I'm like, okay, well, like, hide me.
Yeah.
So it was like this, like, funny operation of, like, let's steal the bottle. But, like, I don't think I stole the bottle. I think it was, like, our bottle somehow, some way. And I just put it under my shirt and took it with me because, like, somebody paid for it.
Yeah, fuck it. Someone bought it.
In our group. And, like, why would I let that go to waste? Like, who's going to drink it? The servers? The bartenders?
Who ended up drinking that bottle?
I don't know.
Okay.
But what I do know is that when we walked out, I was hip-hopping around and I hopped on some random person's scooter.
Yeah, I remember
And then we get to the car and what's his name is peeing in Sonia's mouth.
Wait.
And I'm
someone's
like,
peeing in someone's mouth?
Wait, you don't know this?
No.
What's Sonia's?
CJ.
CJ.
He was pissing in her mouth?
So we get to the car and there's our car that somebody was driving us because we weren't driving drunk, by the way.
Jonathan.
Just want to say that. Yes.
It was Dee.
Jonathan. And there was a car next to us and there were people that were getting in that car and CJ is peeing because he had to go to the bathroom really bad and he's peeing in Sonia's mouth. And I just remember looking and being like, all right, these are my people. Like, I'm great. I'm doing great, sweetie.
I don't recall any of this.
Oh,
this is the first time I'm hearing
literally fucking hilarious. We need to have them on
we'll
the podcast
have them on the podcast eventually,
because they are not only characters, but, like, I feel like just the sweetest people ever.
They have the craziest stories I've ever heard in my life. Like, I'm sure you have crazy stories, but the stories I have heard from them, I'm literally like,
I literally stayed up with them that entire night.
Oh my God. Talking.
Doing something.
Oh. I don't know. I feel like a Virgin Mary when I hear these stories. I'm like, wow, I must be like the prudest person. Like, wow, I really am an angel.
You still have some time in you. Like,
no, I don't think so.
Let's get to going.
I don't think so.
When we're in Vegas for EDC next month, like, I'm
gonna be a degenerate for sure, but like nothing's gonna top the stories that I hear.
Probably not.
Not from them.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in my good girl era. I'm like, I don't like hookups. I don't like the feeling of just hooking up with random people. I haven't done that in so long. Is that being a good girl? I think so.
Yeah,
like I'd rather
part of it. Like, it's like a thing.
It's part of it. I'd rather have one person that I like genuinely have feelings for, and like we got our thing going on. I'm not gonna be like. I used to have a roster for a long time. I'd be talking like 5, 6.
A phase.
Yeah.
We all need to have a phase.
You all have to have a phase because dating is like you learn what you like and what you don't like about person because you're trying to find your person. You're not just dating. For the fuck of it. I mean, maybe.
Are you dating right now? Like dating to find your person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say so, yeah. But I don't have a roster. Like I'm not talking to multiple people.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore. Like I used to have like 6 people I'd talk to and my phone would be blowing up and I'd obviously have my favorites out of them and then just like switch around. Yeah. But that's so just not who I am anymore and it makes me like even like thinking about talking to multiple people.
Yeah, I feel like for me, when I'm like into somebody or just like obsessed with somebody, and this is like how I've always been because I feel like just like sexually and in general, like I don't necessarily like feel like attracted to a lot of people and like not in a like people aren't attractive way. Like it's not some superficial thing. It's just like literally like I just don't feel attracted to anyone ever. It's like actually really sucks because I just want to fuck. But I can't because I'm not attracted to anyone.
I see some people where I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely attracted to them. But I think it's like once I meet them and I see their personality, it's either like I have an ick now and I'm like, no. Or I'm like, damn, daddy.
Yeah. Personality is a big one.
Yeah.
I feel like especially for like us, because we have personalities and we like interesting, like cool people.
Yeah.
Not like, I don't know, some guys are fucking weird and annoying.
Yeah.
You know? Jamie
Really?
she has some stories she could tell you guys.
I'm like thinking of like how to word it.
We
Like,
can go into the
should we go into
later.
Okay.
But what were you thinking though? Just now, I'm like, what are you thinking about wording?
Like the last guy that gave me like a super ick. I was just gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah. Who's the last guy that gave you a super ick? Oh,
Shrimp.
you guys, shrimp
Shrimp-
dick. Shrimp dick.
He acted like he was like, at first it was so good, and like I made him, like, we did not hook up or anything for like 2 months. We went on a couple dates and it was really, really fun. Like the dates were really exciting, good food, good energy, and it was always like a surprise. Like I didn't have to worry about shit, which I like.
Yeah, I
And
do
it was
like
like,
that.
oh my God, an adventure, cool. And then he started just acting kind of like spoiled.
Yeah.
And he wasn't like a man. I want my man to be manly and like you can build. Like one day he was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Mowing my lawn." He's like, "Ew, you mow your own lawn?" I was like,
Wait, did he really say that to you?
it was like, wait, you really like mow your own lawn? That's so weird. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bitch, I actually love
Of
mowing
all
my
the
own lawn.
things, like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with mowing my own lawn, bitch?
Because he would never he doesn't have a lawn to mow anyway, but I mean, he would never do that because he would just hire
Yeah,
someone.
so he was like, oh my God.
But
you
just like
mow your own
super
lawn?
entitled,
Yeah.
I would say. And I got the ick because he was so entitled. And like, I remember we were going out on a date to a nice dinner and he like looked me up and down. I was like, why did you just look at me so hard? And you know, you would think he'd be like, oh, you look really good. It was like, I'm just making sure you look good enough to stand by me. And I was like,
He did not say
I
that.
shit you not. I was like, boy, I'm about to change and put sweatpants on right now.
No, but wait a minute. What was your actual response? Like, what did you respond?
I was
Because
like,
I feel like I would have been shocked.
I was shocked. I don't even know what I responded, to be honest, but I looked so cute.
You were probably like, I look good. Like, not putting it together yet.
I was like, I mean, I know I look good. Like, you don't have to double check it. I think that's something I said. And my outfit was so cute. I had like a little Prada
You're
skirt.
always cute.
Prada skirt, Prada shirt. Like I was decked out. I looked so fucking
Your
good.
cute little Italy outfit. Is that the one that you got?
Yeah, in Italy. Yeah.
It's so cute.
So fucking cute. And I was like, check yourself. But anyway, I got the ick. One, because the first time I saw it, it was so little.
It was so little.
And
Okay, give us like a hand estimate of how little it was. I'm gonna start with this.
it was like that big.
With the nail?
No,
or
without the nail. Without the nail. It was so bad. And this guy would wear like the baggiest clothes, and like he said he worked out a lot. So I was like, oh, he probably looks really good under the shirt, right? And like I did not do nothing with him for so long, so I had like feelings involved already. Mm-hmm. And without the shirt on, he had like a gut, and then the little, and I was like, no, I was like, I need to leave right now. Like, never.
This makes me think to our female listeners listening.
Yeah.
Because you said there were feelings involved, and then you were getting intimate with him, and you saw his little wiener.
Yeah.
Would you recommend? Well, I already feel like I know the answer to this. I'm like, get it out of the way on the first day.
No. Okay, so I came up with a game plan. No. I came up with a game plan.
I'm like the devil.
I definitely don't like sleeping with people right away. Obviously, if you have like a connection and it happens, it happens. Yeah. Like, that's fine. Like, no judgment. Don't give a fuck what you do. But if this was ever to be like my situation again, I'm definitely going to try and like sext and be like, oh my God. Like,
see the dick.
Like, send me a picture.
That's great advice.
Like, I want to see what I'm working with. Like, send me a picture.
Yes. Get a picture of the dick before.
And then if they don't send it, it'd be like, I know why. Bye.
Yeah. Because if you're texting somebody or like hanging out and like catching feelings like right away, and you're hanging out with people and then they have a small wiener and that's like not your vibe.
Yeah.
But then what if they know how to do something with it?
Well, he didn't. So that's the thing. It was
So
horrible.
he had an attitude.
Had a bad attitude.
He
That was the first
rude.
ick.
He had a small wiener, and he was not about fitness.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
that
lied.
guy.
Exactly. That's
You
why I
know
was
who
like,
you are.
gross. I was like, I can't do that. I can't do this.
No.
On to the next.
Yes,
Yeah.
on to the next. No, I love that. I have experienced a couple micro wieners in my life.
That was my
By the
only
way,
one.
there's nothing wrong with a
There's
micro
nothing wrong with
wiener,
it.
but like,
Don't have an attitude.
don't have a fucking attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fooled. Like, he definitely had big dick energy at first. And I was like,
Your birthday was fun.
my birthday was fucking fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
Loved it.
Your birthday was spent in Italy.
Oh.
No, Ibiza.
Yes.
It's been in
My
Ibiza.
30th. We went to Ibiza to start, which was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
What was your most fun moment in Ibiza? Do you have a key memory?
Ibiza. Everyone
Ibiza.
talks, they really, when you're there, it's like, Ibiza.
Yeah.
You can't say Ibiza, they'll yell at you. My favorite moment, I'm going to have to say it was when we were at Fisher.
Yeah.
That was like the party night, I think. That was the big party night, but
That
it
was
was
my
so
birthday, yeah.
much fucking fun. Or the dinner before that, which was so good.
It was so good. I wish I could remember the name. I would
Incredible.
have to ask Brett.
I just remember sprinkling my salt on my steak, and I was like, fuck. It was so
Yeah, it was so
delicious.
iconic. We have to go back.
Yeah.
I really want to go back.
But the night of your birthday at the club, it was so fun. I literally, I think, made out with everybody. I wouldn't stop making out with you. I was fucked up, and I was like, you're so hot. Just
Yep.
kissing my girlfriends. That's what I do.
Making out, kissing, dancing, vibing. Like,
Yeah. Sunglasses were on.
Sunglasses were on. Shout out Allie.
Yeah.
Literally forgot my sunglasses. Thankfully, Allie forgot her sunglasses, and she was like, I'm going to go back to the hotel and get the sunglasses.
I cannot believe they did that.
And I'm like, what do you mean you're going to go back to the hotel
I didn't think
just
they were
to
coming
get the
back.
sunglasses? But like, it was the best thing ever. Like, best call. Like, thank you
Yeah.
for getting the sunglasses.
I definitely brought mine. I was prepared for
Yeah,
that
I was
shit.
not prepared.
What was your favorite part?
Of Ibiza?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We went to that one day club, which was fun.
Oh, Wushwa or whatever
Whatever,
it's
yeah.
called. And was it not David Guetta? Calvin Harris
No, Calvin Harris.
was playing. I was pleasantly surprised
He did good.
because he was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I remember being like, when we were leaving to get a taxi, I remember like hearing all these girls running and screaming. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I look over and like Calvin
Yeah.
Harris is like walking to his car.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a moment where I was like, oh my God, wait a minute. This like actually does happen in real life. Like people actually do this. Like, because I've never saw it in real life.
Yeah, there was a crowd running and screaming. That
And
was
I'm
kind of
like,
strange.
Literally, I'm not gonna lie, the next day or maybe that night because I was fucked up. I slide into Calvin Harris' DMs.
No!
I wonder if I unsent it or if I still have
old
it.
is he?
But I slide into Calvin Harris's DMs and I was like, oh, so you're what all the commotion was about. All the girls
fucking
running after you because
hilarious.
I heard he has a big dick.
Well,
An actual big dick, not just big dick energy.
well, DJs are toxic, so
I don't know.
I don't know.
But he did date Taylor Swift.
Really? I don't,
Where were you?
I'm not a Swiftie. I'll put that
Yeah.
out there. Don't cancel me. I'm not a Swiftie, though.
I don't know. I like Taylor Swift personally. Like
I know you invited me to the show. and-
Taylor, Travis. If you ever want a third, like I would be so down to fuck. I will sign an NDA. I will never say a thing. Like I just want to know what it's about.
Do you think they would? Do you think that that's like their vibe? Like, do you think?
I
that's
feel
their
like Taylor's a freak, and I
Okay.
feel like Travis wants
be
me to
down.
ride his face.
vibe?
Or maybe that's just me. I don't know.
That
But,
is so
like,
funny. But okay.
I don't know. I think Taylor's dope. I think she's cool. Have I ever been like a huge like Taylor Swift fan? Like as far as music, no, not really.
Okay,
Like
same.
Teardrops on My Guitar, iconic. But like everything else, not sure.
We were both young
When I first saw you.
That's the only one I know.
Is that Teardrops on My Guitar?
I have no idea. I couldn't
See,
tell you.
I don't even know.
Oh.
But
Okay.
so the reason why I texted you that too was because I was like drinking wine with my bestie.
Okay.
And her and I have this thing where like when I first met her, because I was new to the high school,
Mm-hmm.
that I started going to, and she wore this like, she was a huge Taylor Swift fan. And she
Okay.
wore this like white dress and these brown boots, and she had like the blonde, long Taylor Swift like crimpy hair.
Mm-hmm.
And so like it always like reminds me of her.
Yeah.
And we were hanging out and we were talking about like, let's go to a Taylor Swift concert. And I was like,
Okay.
fuck it. What dates does she have available? Only dates she has available or whatever, like in fucking Paris. And I was like, me and Jamie want to go to Paris.
Facts.
Let's go to a
We're on
fucking
a
Taylor
world
Swift
tour.
concert. Fuck it.
Yeah, I think
I'm
I said
down.
I'm down. I was like, I'm not a T Swift fan, but I'd go.
Yeah.
It's like an event, you know.
Mhm.
I'd fucking
Yeah.
do it for the memes.
I'm not a fan of like, you know, sports, but
Yeah.
like, I'll drink the beer.
I like the
You'll
peanuts.
watch the game. I'll be there for emotional support, and whatever you're saying, I'll say.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Speaking of high school, like give me a background.
I'm from Michigan. I was born and raised for like 7-8 years in Alpena, Michigan. I grew up like in a barn.
Cute.
Not like in a barn, but like my great grandpa, he had a barn. He had horses, a donkey, like
Love that.
pigs, cows. Like
Mhm.
me and my cousin would like run around. He had property. We had sand dunes. Like I would swim in the pond with
Cool.
like catfish. Like it was literally like one of those like old school like movies that you see in like
That's
the kids
fucking
in the
cool.
pond and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then I moved, and then I moved, and then I moved, and then I moved.
all
Like,
over Michigan.
yeah,
Okay.
like I moved around a lot. So I kind of like by the time I was 18 years old, like I lived in every kind of major part that you could live in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So I was well versed in like all areas of life. I feel like at that point, like it
Yeah.
made me a chameleon.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Which I actually am really thankful for, like moving around so much.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like it's beneficial to like I can talk to anybody now.
Yeah.
And then
could see
I
that.
moved to Vegas.
What made you move to Vegas?
Well, I did like a Miss Congeniality type thing, a
pageant?
pageant.
Okay. Okay.
Like the tequila.
Holy shit! You
fitting.
did a pageant.
Not my thing, girl. So I did
Kaitlynn
a pageant.
Shoey.
At the pageant?
Yeah.
I fucking wish I was into shoeys. I would have given all these bitches shoeys.
Oh my god.
But okay, so this is what happened. I started kind of like posting like modeling-ish type stuff because I had always wanted to be a model. I always wanted to pose nude. I was super into like the Girls Next Door, Playboy,
Okay.
blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So, and that's when I graduated. So like started posting and stuff. This guy reached out to me, and he was a pageant director. And at first I thought he was full of shit, but then he like was mentioning this pageant in Vegas and started talking to me about it, and I was like, all right, whatever. Like I'll talk to him, I'll give it a shot. So I started talking to him, and then like my mom came along with me. Like this is early days, like making sure he's trustworthy, whatever. So go meet up with him. He's like, you'd be perfect. And I'm like, okay, great. My parents didn't have money at this time. I didn't really have a lot of money at this time. Like I'm in college, I'm working at Hooters, don't have all the money to like buy the flights, buy the $600 bikini that you're supposed to buy, the shoes, like all this stuff. He's like, just do what you can and like we'll go. So I go out to Vegas on this trip. I meet all these girls, and one of them sticks, and I'll have a story about her at a later date when we really dive into Vegas. But sorry if you're watching this, you were insane. She wasn't at first, she was later.
Okay.
But so I meet this girl, and her and I like are rooming together. We do the pageant. I meet, you know, I go out to the clubs and I get acclimated to like what Vegas life is like. And like being like a small town girl, like you only have like the California dream. Like the idea in your head, right? But you don't know that this actually exists.
Right.
Hosts, free bottles, limos, like whatever, like it's at your fingertips. You're being like brought around to like these fancy restaurants. So I go there and I'm like, wow, holy shit, like this is insane.
Yeah.
And I go back to where I was living in Saginaw, Michigan at the time. I was living in a house with 5 dudes and 1 girl.
Whoa.
And I go back and I'm just like looking around and I'm existing in my life. And I'm like, this is not for me. Like, I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not happy here. Like, I've reached the point of where it's time to move on.
Yeah, you outgrew it for sure.
I outgrew it. And so I remember that one girl that I roomed with reached out to me and she was like, I'm moving to Vegas, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like, I really want to get out. And she was like, well, you should come to Vegas. You should move. And I was like, you're right, I should. And I was like, but I don't know anyone out there. Like, I don't know where I would live. Like, I had no idea what I was doing at that time. I was like 20 years old.
Yeah.
And she was like, whatever, come and stay with me. Like, as long as you need to, like, you can stay with me. No big deal. She was like, I'm getting work out here. Like, I can help you with work. Like, blah, 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 blah. Agencies out there, people get hired for shit all the time. Like, need models and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, so what can you get me hired for? So I have work, like, when I first come out there.
Yeah.
She got me hired. My first job in Vegas was to work AVN.
Oh, shit. Get thrown right into the porn awards?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
I get thrown into the porn awards. It was January. I moved to Vegas. I rent out my room in my old place to some random fucking girl that I can tell you right now did not like what she moved into. Not because my roommates like sucked or anything
dudes?
like that, but she was just not. She probably just didn't know like what to expect.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I packed a suitcase. I moved. A lot of shit happened leading up to that. I had ended up having no money.
Oh no.
Because I got in multiple accidents, and we can like dive into this on a different episode.
Yeah.
So there's more time. But I ended up getting in some accidents. I had to like pay like fees and
holy shit.
Didn't have any money, but I had a flight. And I had a suitcase of clothes. So I moved. And the rest is history.
We kind of have, it's not like super similar, but the reason I moved out to LA, like I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. Midwest girly. Love it.
We are.
We're Midwest girls. We're just born different, all right?
I'm just saying.
Midwest people are just different in general.
We literally are neighbors.
Yeah, we're just
Chicago
across the pond.
and Michigan. Yeah.
I've been to Michigan once or twice.
We're going to come back.
So born and raised there. I went to college, went to the University of Iowa, Hawkeyes. Let's get it. And then I went back to Chicago after college. I didn't graduate. I left after 2 years. But I was doing EMT school. I started being an EMT. And when I was in college, I started posting like fitness content on Instagram. And it started really like blowing up. I think I like got to 200K within 2 years of having an Instagram.
Yeah.
Went back home and I did EMT school, so nationally certified EMT. And it was at the point in my life where I was like, I'm either going to work as an EMT and become a paramedic or go the influencer route. And I went to LA and I did this work trip for Arsenic, which is like an online magazine.
Oh, yeah.
You've heard of Arsenic.
I work with them too. Yeah. So I know.
So it's like an online magazine, sort of ish, like Playboy in a way, I would say. Trying to give them like an idea.
I have no idea like what they're doing now.
Me neither.
But I do know that back then Arsenic had such a following, and I feel like for girls with like what we were doing was such like a big thing to kind of get noticed by them.
Yeah, it was pretty huge. I went on this Arsenic trip. At the time I was modeling these watches. They owe me like $6K, but so I'm not even gonna say the name.
Oh shit.
I think they like
tell me later.
Illegal shit. Yeah. Anyway, went on this work trip for like doing these photo shoots with watches, and the girl I roomed with hit me up a couple months later and was like, hey, I want to move to LA. Do you want to room with me? So kind of similar situation with the girl being like, I'm moving to Vegas.
Where was she from? She lived in LA already?
No, she lived in, where was it? I don't know. Some random state. Not a big state.
Okay. How'd you guys meet?
She was my roommate for Arsenic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I met her there and I was like, all right, fucking, like, I moved to LA, the first person in my family to move out of Illinois, which was crazy. My parents like drove the U-Haul. We all drove in the fucking U-Haul truck all the way from Chicago to California. I lived in this like little baby ass room in LA with her and her boyfriend. It was eventful, let's say, but that's how I made it to LA.
Yeah.
It was wild to pursue social media.
How long were you in LA?
I lived in LA for 3.5 years.
Okay. 3.5 years.
I made it 3.5.
And then you moved to Austin.
And then I moved to Austin, Texas. That's where I live now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Texas.
Okay.
Love it. 1, taxes are better. I'm saving money. 2, the people are just way fucking nicer.
Yeah.
Like way, way, way nicer than LA.
I need to go to Austin like a few more times.
Not be blocked out and just experience.
Yeah, because like I've thought about moving to Austin because all of you guys live there, and I'm like, maybe Austin is my next place, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm a Texas girly, but I also haven't really spent a lot of time in Texas, so maybe I am, and I just don't
feel
know
like
yet.
Austin is this bubble where it's kind of gives LA vibes a little bit. Obviously, I'm like a little outside of it, so I'm still like country, but like everyone's just nicer. Like no one really gives a fuck.
Yeah.
There's not
kind of like those Midwest people.
Yeah, exactly. There's no like influencer world. When I first got there and they're like, how are you doing, ma'am? I was like, ma'am.
Oh my God, I fuck with somebody who calls me ma'am.
I was just trying to find like my cowboy boyfriend, but I haven't found a hot cowboy there.
I heard the dating in Austin was good. It's not?
I haven't attempted.
You haven't attempted.
I haven't really tried dating in Austin, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I've obviously had people be like, you want to go on a date, but I'm just not interested.
Yeah.
My people are like all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Have you ever had like a dating app?
I tried Hinge when I lived in LA for about a month, and I was like, this shit is so cringe. I'm getting off.
Where's Hinge on the level of dating apps? Like Tinder's here, right?
Okay.
And then I actually have no idea what other ones
I
are.
tried getting on Raya. I'm on the wait list
Raya's
still.
the big one.
Yeah, I'm on the wait list, and I like gave up on it. I don't know. I like meeting
Do you think people are actually on there to date, Raya?
No. They're probably just there to fuck, make connections and fuck. But like, it's so not natural. I like meeting people organically.
Yeah.
Like if you slide in my DMs, I just instantly don't take it serious because you don't know who I am. You're just seeing photos like, oh, she's pretty. I'm going to DM her and slide in. And I'm just not going to take it as serious.
I don't know. Sometimes I be seeing guys
Really?
on Instagram and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to give them like a follow.
I would rather meet someone organically. So then there's like a cute story.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't know. I don't think that notebook shit really exists anymore. Like,
I've met some people organically. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, yeah, JB, speaking of, are you like talking to anyone?
What is your definition of talking to somebody?
Has somebody's penis went in your vagina?
No, I'm a virgin.
All right. That explains it.
I mean, I guess I am talking to somebody right now, but it's like really, really new. So I'm not going to like dive into it yet.
Yeah.
Because it might end and then I'll just look dumb.
And then we can talk about it.
Then we can talk shit about it, but not yet.
Then we can talk about it.
Yeah. But we did meet organically and it was really cute.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
It is nice when you meet someone organically.
Yeah.
I
it's
can't
just
even
like,
talk anymore because the tequila's hitting me and I'm like, well.
But yeah, I like meeting people organically because then you just like see each other's personality and like vibe better in person. I feel like through a phone, you don't really know how someone's talking to you. Can't catch the vibe
or if
as
they're
well.
faking it.
Yeah.
Or just saying what they like
100%.
think you want to hear or whatever.
Yeah.
I met my ex organically.
How?
Yeah.
How'd y'all meet?
We met at a festival.
Cute.
It was right after COVID. And it was like when everybody started like coming back out. It was like, what festival was it? It was like in Florida or something.
Okay.
It was in June after my birthday. I like walked up to him because we had mutual friends from back home. And one of my friends that was his friend didn't come. And I was like, wait a minute, is that so-and-so? So I'm like walking over to him and we met organically. And I walked away. And I was like, I look at my best friend, Kiana, and I'm like, was he cute? She was like, I don't know, bitch. I wasn't paying attention. And I was like, well, damn, bitch, you should have paid attention. Let me know what the vibe is.
Is he cute or not?
We just started talking, and the rest is history. And
y'all still talk.
Now he's my ex.
Barely. Let me tell y'all, they talk almost every day.
We do, but we'll save that and digest it for
Another
a different
time.
episode.
Yeah. We'll definitely get more into like dating histories because that's some juicy shit right there.
Yeah.
I think I've dated like every career path you can possibly date.
Yeah.
Except for like businessmen. DJs, done it. Athletes, done it.
Yeah. I haven't really dated a lot.
She's got some crazy stories that I'm going to be sitting over here like a fucking angel. I'm so excited for them. The upcoming episodes are going to be fucking ridiculous. We didn't plan this. Like, we didn't have set topics. We thought we were going to and like have it set up to have points, but we talk so well. So we just like flow off of each other.
Yeah.
But we're definitely going to hit on like past dating, relationships, fucking toxic motherfuckers because I've been through some shit.
Yeah.
With these toxic men out here.
Same. Though, honestly, like people that like dating that I used to do or like try to do, especially moving to Vegas, like when you have a big heart, you tend to really get fucked over.
Yeah.
And
that's what my
I
therapist
have
said.
Years under my belt. So I have a lot of stories on that too.
Literally what my therapist said to me like a month ago. She was like, Jamie, you have such a big heart. And I was like, I don't want to. Like, I'm about to throw all my armor back on. I don't want to get hurt anymore. And she was like, don't. Like, you'll find somebody that's meant for you and it'll be like magical and perfect. Yeah. She was like, don't fucking put the armor back on. And I was like, I just fucking might turn into a demon again.
It usually comes to you when organically and when you're
Shut up.
When you're dismantled.
It's gonna come to you organically. Hint, hint.
Maybe it has come to you.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
So I don't know what our time is at, but I feel like we've been podcasting for a while.
Oh shit, okay.
Oh, that's literally perfect timing. Yeah. I'm so proud of us.
I know.
So
that's a fucking wrap.
That's a wrap. You guys on our first episode of Keeping It Juicy podcast. Jamie, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram. It's Jamie Lynn Rin, JamielynRin. And from there, click the link and you'll find literally everything else, all the other socials.
Yeah, same for me. Besides the @ it's at Kaitlynn J. Anderson. I am shadow banned, so you have to type in my literal full username, Kaitlynn J. Anderson. And then you'll find me and click the link and you'll find everything else.
That's because you post very...
What do you mean I post my ass cheeks?
You're not allowed anymore on Instagram.
I know, but you think like fuck you. I got
I'm here for it. I love seeing it. I double tap that
notification today from from like what? I started doing the thing where like you create another account and then you like post from that account, and that was working for a while. And then today, and my account is still recommendable. And then today I got the notification that was like, your account can't be recommended, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, suck my fucking nuts. I'm starting a podcast.
Instagram sucks.
By the way, our podcast page is not recommendable. So we need to remove all those ass cheek shit.
Oh. All right. We'll do that after this. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you fucking liked it. I don't know what you're listening to this on, but like it, subscribe, and
subscribe.
Stay tuned for the next episode.
Please leave a review.
Yeah.
I want thousands of reviews.
Be nice too.
Okay, anyways, I've had too much tequila. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Love you guys. Bye. Thank you so much. Oh my God. What the